and waiting is the hardest, but most profitable, part of this game. Another mistake men make is pyramiding too fast. They put on a position it works, and they rush to double and triple it. They think they are building a fortune, but they are building a trap. But most pyramiding is only wise when the market pays you to do it. You must let the profits finance the new position, never your original capital. If you add with your winnings, your size grows safely. If you add with your stake, you are gambling, not speculating. It takes iron discipline to add only when the market gives you permission. But that is the only way to pyramid without ruin. Do not think that position sizing is only for the poor or the cautious. Even the richest speculators, even the boldest traders, they all live and die by their size. The great operators were not reckless. They were daring, yes.
Make the rain come through. I was broken gracefully until he elevated me. Took the will from A to Z. He doing things I can't believe. God put me on, don't hate on me. Jesus Christ said wait on me. I waited patiently, but he was never late on me. Down bad, had him balancing me. Came back, got that Lazarus in me. About to take a trip to Maverick City. Got the clicker, bringing Kylie with me, yeah.
Morning. Yep. Morning, Jackie.
He ain't nothing like the click you switch to. Meditate and make a wish on crystal. All of it is ill-equipped to fix you. Fight your battles when the people diss you. He be making sure the missile miss you. You been through it, so he's careful with you. And I feel it, but he's there, he's with you. Do a bit like an old school purse. No cap like an old school church. Prayers up for the souls who search. God healing for the souls that's cursed. He the chain breaker, he the way maker, he the playmaker. One touch, you'll never be the same, I'm sure. Here to lift his name in here.
Hey, yo, morning, guys. Morning, Jaroge. Morning, man. Yo, morning. It's a beautiful morning. Blessed, man, to go alive, man. So, let's start off, man. So, morning, Jackie. So, yeah. Let's start off with a word of prayer and then to answer emergency. So, yeah, let me set up my, just a second, then we can start off. So, yeah, let's wait for them guys for a few seconds and then we'll join and then to answer. Okay? Yeah. Jackie, maybe can you tell us if kama unasikia Kiswahili ama you know where are you from? So let us know that. So yeah. Yep. So oh, Malaysia. Oh, nice, man. Nice. So you only do English. So yeah, we'll try to do that, man. So No problem. So nothing yet, nothing of yet. So yeah. Morning, man. So let the other people join up and then we can start off. So yeah. Nothing. So maybe a word of prayer and then we start, okay? So yeah, let's start. Let's believe and pray. Our kind of everlasting Father, I come before you, giving thanks unto your holy name, Jehovah. Thanking you for the gift of life. Thanking you for everything that you have done into our lives. Come before you full of gratitude, Jehovah. Thanking you for every step of the way, Jehovah. You have been with us, Jehovah. And also, we thank you because of your Son, Jesus Christ, Jehovah, because through his death, Jehovah, we have made perfected, Jehovah. We are perfected through Jesus Christ, Jehovah. Help us to act in ways that we are new creatures, Jehovah, and that help us to be in Christ so that we can become new creatures. Bless these people as they keep coming in the stream. Bless our stream, Jehovah. Bless the community in general, and also bless our day, Jehovah. As we start our trading business today, we dedicate it into able hands, Jehovah. We dedicate every direction. We dedicate everything into able hands. We ask for your blessings. Bless our trading accounts. Bless our families, Jehovah. Also, bless the people as they keep coming in, Jehovah. We pray and believe in Jesus' name. Amen. Amen, man. Amen. So, yeah, I think we can start off. So, yeah, beautiful morning. So it's a beautiful London session. Tuko hapa, tuko blessed. So we're here just to patiently wait. We know why we are here. We are here because we are chasing those dreams and goals, because our families depend on it. So yeah, we know what it takes to be in these markets. We know we have to perform the best. So we are here to do our best, man. So yeah. So morning, man. So Beatrice, happy to see you, man. So Kizungu manze inanichanganya, but tutadu hivyo tu. So yeah, tuko international, so acha tuanze hivyo. So the daily time frame as you can see. So yeah, let me do away with this aitwaje, price levels, fills and orders, show orders only, show trade lines ama show fields, so many fields. Yeah, those fields. So yeah, so those are the fields that we are waiting on. So tulikuwa tunataka kuzitoa. So yeah, the daily time frame, you can see the daily is bearish. We closed bearish. So where did we close at? So we closed around this zone to the left. So we can mark that zone. Maybe we formed a resistance over here. We closed below. We also closed this also level below hapa hivi chini. So this level below huku chini. Yeah, this level huku chini. So yeah, we are bearish. We have weeks to fill. So where's my we have weeks to fill. So we have a support zone over here. Yeah, we have tapped into it, but not heavily. But we also have these weeks to the left to fill. So yeah, on the daily we have some clean traffics. Let's see how the forward direction is. But yeah, all in all, the 4 is the one we can continue to the downside, and also maybe we can also pop up to the top of the range. Maybe something like this to fill this week, and maybe yeah, this is the rejection for a continuation up in that daily time frame. So yeah, we don't know, but we'll be guided with this time frame. Especially we can see maybe this liquidity and these rejection weeks to the left side. So we have a lot of weeks, but we don't know, but we'll be guided. Only know that we are here for a certain session, so we don't have to analyze the whole of the day. We are here for some few hours. So yeah, and we are guided by this for our time frame. So for our time frame, looking at it, what do we ask ourselves? How are we headed away from target, or are we headed towards target? So the answer is we are headed from target. So where is the target? The target zone is over here. So yeah, the target, the 4 being it being bullish, we have already hit this target, and then we are rejecting. We have no bottom wick. We have already hit that target. The daily, you can see we have a very nice weak fill. The 4 has a very nice clean traffic to the left. We have a weak fill also. Yeah, can we anticipate maybe this sells because the 4 has already hit target? We know maybe you can anticipate this weak fill, and then later on coming up after having this kind of a high. hapa hivi, so tunataka tuone venye that 4 hour itafanya. So 4 hour already imehit target, so maybe we can expect something like that on this 4 hour. So what are targets? Targets ni hizi support, resistance zone. So candles tunakuja kwa nini kwa 4 hour, naangalia tuko time frame gani, although tuko bullish, but yeah, we are, if you are bullish, we were supposed, we were anticipating to head to target. The 4 has no bottom wick. We have already hit this target. There's another support zone / resistance to the left. So can we anticipate maybe sales coming down to once the 4 has start breaking its own lows, especially after filling this target to fill this week towards the downside? So let's see the lower time frame and then we move on. So coming down to the 1 hour, 1 hour inakaaje? 1 hour, yeah, 1 hour iko overextended. So 1 hour maybe you can mark up our zone, something like this. So yeah, 1 hour we have a resistance to the left hapo hivyo, and then we also have these supports to the right. So let's mark up it. Yeah, that resistance and that support. So yeah, we have already hit these targets. We need some pullbacks. We have already come to hit this target. These are some also lower time frame targets. So yeah, can we see maybe some rejection towards? We need a pullback. Maybe this early candle, how many minutes is it remaining for? Yeah, and her second half, can we maybe anticipate an hourly closing, maybe like a seller replay or something like that? So we don't know, but yeah, looking at that hourly closure after it has hit those targets, maybe you can anticipate something for it to close, maybe something like this. Yeah, after having that nice over rejection to the top side, and then maybe during London Open, the next hourly open, maybe we can expect some sales coming down towards the bottom of the range. So yeah, we don't know, but the sales right now are looking good. We have hit those tumehitizo for our target tapped areas, so the 1 hour. So yeah, let's see the 30 minutes inakaaje. 30 minutes, yeah, we also have some kind of a range over here. So let's see, there's a resistance over here. Also there is some supports to the left, so it's not the cleanest. Maybe wait for maybe a resistance towards the top of the range. So yeah, tutangoja, we'll wait for maybe some that is not looking the hottest. So yeah, we'll just wait for, maybe we can anticipate for something like this. So sales from the top of the range, maybe we can anticipate this buys continuation to the upside, something like that. And then later on we can anticipate some sales, something like this. So something like that after hitting those targets. Now these cells are looking money, so from top of the range, because we now have some clean traffics to the left. So yeah, maybe expect those bullish runs. So yeah, the cells right now are not looking azikai poa sana hivyo. So yeah, maybe tuongoje hiyo run and then maybe sales, maybe tuongoje sales later on. So what's that time? So hiyo time itakuwa saa ngapi? Hiyo time itakuwa around hii ni 10 to 11 to 9:30 to 10 to 10:30. So yeah, we'll just wait for this movement. We know therefore maybe let's see once more tapping into these targets, if that not so, maybe clean sales coming down from this range. So yeah, we'll wait patiently, but yeah, all in all, we are also looking for those sales so below the range. So maybe we can say tunaweza mark up those zones like text yes, yeah, sales below closure after resistance. So also that one is, maybe you can say you can call it a forward tap target. So yeah, its target. Yeah. /1 hour target. So yeah, let's see. So for tungoje hizo bullish closures and then tutajua ni aje. So yeah, let's see if we can pop up something like that to tap once more into these targets. We form something like that, and then we are also forming some clean traffic because hizi sales coming back kwa hii range bado hazikaipoa. So yeah, they're not looking the hottest also. So we also can look for sales below this range. So yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Morning, Vincent. Just a sec, guys. Just a sec. So Now, guys, nothing happening, so we're just waiting patiently. So yeah, Bitri tushachora plan yetu, so sijui kama ulikuwa umepotea, but yeah, kuna anything tuangoja maybe the 4 hour, tukinda that 4 hour tunaweza angalia 4 hour imefanya nini, imehit hizi targets, imeanza kuhit hizi targets. So yeah, we wanted to be participating in these buys, but looking at it already tumehit targets, hatuna bottom week. So can we see maybe venye imepush hivyo, can we see some target tapped concept huku juu, kutoka huku juu for sales coming down? So already tumetap targets, tuna move aggressive, we don't have no bottom week. Even though tulikuwa tunataka hizo buys, we can't participate in them right now because looking at that 1 hour haina bottom week. So is the first/1 hour of this 4 hours. So yeah, tusha already hit target, tuna approach this target tapped area. So yeah, can you use the 1 hour huwezi buy into this buys? So yeah, 30 minutes, how is the 30 minutes looking? The 30 minutes inakaa hivyo, imemove aggressive. So can you hit these targets tuanze kumove? We expected this bullish run to break easy highs and then maybe to tap into these areas to the left, and then maybe we can expect some sales maybe coming down towards the bottom of the range. So sahi tuna create clean traffic for another clean traffic for us for sales after hitting those targets. So yeah, that's the position, man. So morning Paul. So yeah, we are waiting patiently, tunangoja hivyo, and then yeah, that's the game plan. If at all nothing happens like that, we can maybe wait for closures below the range, maybe something like this, so back in the range, maybe expect something like that, another bullish closure, something like that, respecting easy highs, then another bearish on the 30. Yeah, so maybe a little bit overextended, maybe something like that, and then you can maybe another one. Yeah, kututesa too, so something like that. So these are the sales maybe I can anticipate later on coming down towards the bottom of the range. So yeah, these are the sales and those are the sales from top. Either way, I'm not interested in buys, either sales something like that ama closure below. We'll see, tunaona venye ita play out. So yeah, sales something like that ama buys, sales from here. So yeah, that's the game plan, man. That's the game plan. So yeah, Asia tulikuwa na position safi. So yeah, we'll go through that. So just a sec. So Beatrice, if you are free, Paul manze, ongea na hao watu man. 1 second man, 1 second. Can you consider these cells, maybe see the 1 hour, maybe can we consider maybe cells below here? So don't know, yeah, already hitting those targets. Let's see the 1 hour, how is the 1 hour closing? So yeah, let's see. The 1 hour is also, there's a resistance to the left, an inverted celery. So yeah, let's see how this 1 hour closes. So because if at all tunaweza close something like this on this 1 hour, even if it's a bullish closure, so something like that bullish, but it may reject even, then you can anticipate sales maybe coming down with the next hourly. We also have some clean traffic, we also have some these weeks, and then yeah, maybe something like that. So yeah, we'll know. So just a sec. So yeah. Yeah, let's see when inafunga in 7 minutes. So yeah, I think how much is that? How many pips is that? So 100 pips. Okay. Move on the 30, let's see on the 30. Not the cleanest, not the cleanest of all. So you also have a resistance, you have a support, So yeah, I think the 15 is not looking. The 15 maybe you gonna some clean traffic, but yeah, the 15 also has some clean traffic, but that is not looking the hottest. So yeah, maybe I'll let 50. Yeah, I'll let it go maybe. So yeah, I'll wait for the 15. There's a support over here, there's a resistance. So yeah, there's more clean traffic to the left. Yeah, so I won't chase that. Maybe that move, it's not looking the hottest. Yeah, so I won't chase that move. But yeah, but all you can get sales from top of the range inaweza kuwa better. But yeah, the one is closing and inverted. If at all inaweza funga this, that you can close below. I'm not really interested in this. Maybe selling off, kuna resistance, there's a resistance, there's a support. So yeah, even though kuna some weeks to fill up, also there's iko hesitant hapa. There's some, maybe I'll wait for, maybe if at all I can naweza kosa kuingia hiyo position. Maybe I'll wait for that, it's official, that range maybe be filled up, something like that, and then maybe something like that, and then if I'm not in that, and if I'm participate your sell, so and then wait for a pullback for later sales coming down. So yeah, I'll sit out on that one, because kuna some supports na resistance iko hapa, iko the cleanest of the cleanest. So yeah, but all itaenda inakaa pia poa kuenda, but I'll still wait on some familiar price action. Pia nikipata something like this is the best sales maybe ku anticipate here. So it's still early, sitaki kuchukua kitu yenye nitajiuliza nikigongo, and I'll be asking myself, man, I sold off near resistance, there was near support, even though the 1 hour is looking really good, but yeah, the that is also choppy. So the 1 hour is looking a really good inverted, but yeah, if at all you're taking off of the 1 hour, then your stops zinafaa zikuwe on top of that 1 hour highs. So your stops are maybe looking like that. So 160-ish pip for this week fill, and then maybe this top of the range, so bottom of the range. So yeah, I'd rather wait for some cleaner traffic, maybe to chop around in that 30. So if at all uko willing to participate in that, so well and good. But for me, I'd rather wait for cleaner price action. So yeah, I didn't plan for that sales back in the range, but because I won't take anything in this range, so it's not looking the hottest. So yeah, maybe Paul unangoja nini? Yeah, 1 hour is looking really good, man. 1 hour inakaa poa Beatrice, but the 30, yeah, if at all unataka kusell, yeah, I'd rather wait for more cleaner traffic. So the 1 hour inakaa poa, but still the 30, wherever you're going to sell off, we know it's London Open inakuja na volume, so I'll rather wait for that push and then maybe get a retracement off. So sitaki kukuwa na second hands nikijiuliza I wish I did yeah, something like that. So yeah, 1 hour. Two minutes. That is not looking the cleanest of the cleanest. So yeah, acha to wait on that price action, tungoje kenye inafanya, and then yeah, to move on. So yeah, the 1 hour is looking good, but the 30, so yeah. Just a sec. Yeah, imedry sana sahi, so it's almost at the bottom of the range, so it's not looking the hottest. So yeah, we know volume is coming in the next 6 seconds, so we can drive, but yeah, we don't care. It's not a move. Yeah, the volume is here. Morning Jenga. Yeah, let's see. buys, maybe now the game plan has changed. Yeah, have we pack run that bottom week? Yeah. Now, if at all we can close bullish. Yeah. Now the game plan imechange hapa hivi because tumepack run hiyo 4 imepata bottom week. The 4 has already gotten its bottom week. So yeah, we have a bottom week. We can also drive because we needed that bottom week. The 4 is bullish, so we also bullish. We have all gotten that bottom week. If at all we can get closures, we can anticipate these buys to come and maybe fill this top of the range after this rejection to the downside. So now the game plan may change of that bottom week. Now it's either range 2 sells or buys above. So yeah, buys above, if you can get this closure above, something like that. So let's draw it up. So something like this closure above, then yeah, the buys are not looking bad to fill that clean traffic to the left. So yeah, we are bullish. The 4 can still drive that up. So yeah, imekujia bottom week, we didn't have that for our bottom week. Right now we have. So but all you can close bullish, well, nice and good. Yeah, buys above, range 2 sells. Range 2 sells meaning, so if at all I'm taking this range 2 sells, meaning let's see, the range 2 sells are kind of looking like this. So yeah, we wait for this bearish move to the downside. Yeah, then a bullish closure back in the range, something like that, not even the biggest candle, and then another bearish closure below. Yeah, these are the range 2, but range 2 ni specifically strictly off of the 30 minutes time frame. So that ndio inatupatia kitu kama hiyo, and then we can anticipate for these sells coming down. Yeah, so tukue patient. We are bullish on the 4, let's not forget that. We are rejecting, so if at all hata tumatuko na hiyo bottom week, now the plan may change. Something like this, range 2 sells, buys above. So yeah, let's see if at all kitu ita play up hapo hivyo, something like that, and then yeah. Cool. Paul inakaaje? Beatrice, something like that. Yeah, I hope so. So yeah. Yeah. Yep. Let's wait. So yeah, Asia tulichukua position later early on. So the reason why maybe we schedule ili tulitoka mapema the way we managed. So this was the position we took, 15/30 salary. So yeah, ilikuwa morning ya Asia. So 4 ilikuwa bearish. This was the 4 open up. So we wanted that steeper top week, tukapata hiyo steeper top week ya new 4 hour. So this was the position. So clear. This was the position tukaingia, but we stayed out kwa hii position sana before ianze kurun. So the moment if ilifunguka bila bottom week and bila top week and it was a new 30 minutes, even though we had a very steep top week. That's what we said on the 4 hour and on the 1 hour / the 4 hour. We were willing to maybe take some partials hapa hivi looking left, kulikuwa na supports pia on the 1 hour. So yeah, we did take maybe some partials, and then maybe the move later happened later on this 15. So yeah, the 15 was something like that. So yeah, it happened later on. Yeah, even it was a push the last 5 or 3 minutes. So yeah, nice management, even though it took for a bit long, but yeah, it was a good trade. So yeah. Let's wait for this 30. Yeah, buys are not looking bad. So if you can get those buys, it's looking money. Yeah, buys above closure, then range 2 sells. So yeah, range 2 sells below. So yeah, when these cells, the 1 hour is looking really good. Iko na inverted seller ya 1 hour. Yeah, so the 1 hour inakaa poa ku play out, but that is not looking the hottest. So if at all you're taking it on this 1 hour candle, yeah, maybe your better stops, these current candle highs, they're not the best. So yeah, 75 pips, maybe these ones 170 some 170ish. So yeah, maybe yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that 1 hour is looking good, but that is not looking the hottest. So yeah, you can still drive, but yeah, it's not a move. Order field. Morning, Jeff, man. I missed you, man. I missed you so much. Yeah, missed you, bro. Nice, man. Go class venye inafaa, man. So yeah, yep. Yeah, 1 hour inakaa poa, but inakuforce uweke stops huko juu. Yeah. Yeah. Well, now the 1 hour is looking really good, but the 30, yeah, it can still drive you through that movement towards the bottom of the range. You have a week to fill, so if you are in, maybe yeah, all the best, man. So yeah, so be aware of those fake outs. We are also bullish on this 4 hour. We have also grabbed the pack, so yeah, it's a fake out. It maybe back in the range. So yeah, to share fake out here, maybe we can still drive. We want those cells, cleaner cells below this support. So yeah, this one can still drive, but yeah, so but the best trade, the setup that we may be wanting is buys above. But if it's your setup, nice. So yeah, W. At least take some partials. So chukua some partials, man. So yeah, 1 hour inakaa clean, but 30, yeah, not looking the hottest because ndio kwa hii position unashindwa, there's a support, there's many supports we have already hit. Can I exit? Even I'm not in 10 pips profit, so maybe you entered on the break of this low, something like that. So that's around 30, almost, yeah, 24 pips, man. So you still want this weak fill, it's around 50 pips, you still want the 60 pips range. So yeah, so it's a lot of emotional. I can say for me it's an unnecessary position because me seeing these supports, nikiangalia hizo supports to the left, I'm kind of skeptical because najua anytime we can reject. The 4 is bullish, the 4 already has a bottom week. The 4 came down because of this bottom week. He already has that bottom week. So yeah, the previous 4 I had rejected, but now we have already found that bottom week. If at all we can get those bullish closures above and start breaking these 4 highs, then we can expect a push towards this weak fill and maybe these areas to the top side. So on that 4, maybe we can expect something like this to happen. So yeah, bullish closures towards the top of the range, something like this. So let's draw it up. So something like that. So you can expect for that push later on. So we don't know, but yeah, with those closures, with that coming bottom week, with this rejection, maybe we can expect manage some partials over this week fill. Yeah, we also have some clean traffic. So yeah, let's see. Chatone venye ita form up, but those cells definitely on the 1, they are money, but on the 30, yeah. Yeah. Boring, man, it's boring. In a bore, man. Yeah, but sasa atafanya nini? What will you do, man? It's not looking the hottest. This is not the best position. So yeah, who got in these cells, man? Who took these cells? So yeah, before Modin ukichukua hizo cells, maybe you have a chance to redeem yourself. If you over risk because you wanted this quick push, I don't know if you are willing to close that position, CG. Plan the trade and trade the plan, man. I didn't plan for this position itself below, but yeah. Let's wait for those closures above. We can close above. How is the 15 closing? The 15 is closing. Yeah. It has already tapped also these targets, this support zone, this support. So yeah, closures above zinaka money. So, but I won't take it off of the 15. I'll just wait for a strong 30 closure. Yeah, this 30 ndio I'll take it out of. So acha tungoje. Njoroge uliingia hizo cells. You took those cells. See. Jeff, class ama exam? Yep. So yeah, we wait, man. We wait. Yeah, man. So Yeah, thanks guys man show up man. We show up regardless. Thanks show up man. So hope everyone venye tulimaliza session ya Asia kila mtu alikuwa poa. So hope everyone is also refreshing. The dream man, the dream is too big man. Keep consciously remembering the dream man. Kumbuka who is focused on that dream man. So it's possible. This is what we do man. Even ndio tunafanya. This is the work, but also your 5 to 9 should ama your whatever time yenye una build man. Build, create your conscious living, create your dream reality yako with intention. So yeah, we know the dream in your maybe our bus to that point. So yeah, we know we can reach that point. So we believe in you. Yeah, so we keep pushing man. So the dream is big, the dream is real man. So yeah, don't fall off man. So wenye tulisema tukianza hii stream, when we were starting this community, yeah, we also documenting our journey. We said, yeah, when we started live streaming, we said that in the next 6 months, let's see where we will be at man. So we're expecting those payouts to come big. So yeah, we are documenting our journey towards 8 figures. So we keep doing the everything yenye inatu require tufike hapo. So if at all ni reading, if at all ni ku exemplify discipline, if at all ni ku stay patient kwa charts, if at all ni ku risk appropriately, yeah, kuwa na size, so tutafika hapo. So kuna levels tusikimbie on those levels zenye tunatry kukimbia. So yeah, we want also to make the big bucks, but also earning our size is the most important thing for now. So yeah, let's keep pushing man, let's keep pushing man. I believe in you. Yeah, also me, I'm laser focused towards my dream and goal. Lazima nime show up. I show up hapa because of my why, because I have a strong why. I can't afford maybe to sleep up, kufanya some mess up. So yeah, the same situation goes to you man. So yeah, tuna show up man. Those days zenye the payouts will be rolling in, the payouts will be posted. So itafika, they'll say it was lucky, but you did the work. So yeah, doing the work is maybe staying true to your plan, staying true to your rules. So yeah. We also headed to the same journey yesterday after the guys left kwa group, because yeah, you can leave man. Us we are not here because that we want so many people, that we want to a multitude of people. No, we are even, in fact, we are not even asking for cash. We are not even asking for anything. We just want you to we are documenting just our journey. So we don't want that bad energy yenye maybe ina feel ni kama, yeah, we don't want that shit. So we are past that baby child, hiyo vitu za utoto. So yeah, tuko hapa tunajua whatever this skill inaweza tufanyia man, si take positions randomly, si kufinya buys ama sell. So yeah, si ku exit maybe atiju sasa unafinya sell, unasema uko in, and then sanye inakuja break even after the move has already, we know it's a damn sell, we are talking about it, and then when it's break even is now sasa hiyo ndio unataka kuinterrupt the meeting ama useme you are out. So it's an amateur move. So yeah, the ego was a little bit iliguzwa kiasi, but yeah, tunajua we also been through that man. So yeah, we want to portray, but hapo we don't care man. If at all you are winning, we don't care. So atujali, tunajua kila mtu ako kwa journey yake. We are also on the same journey. Yeah, the goal is the top man. The goal is the top. Hatuko hapa ati ku criticize each other. So we don't even here to say that we know the best. We are teaching you. We are not teaching you. We are just documenting our journey in front of you. We are not teaching you man. Atufunzi, we are not teachers. As we are showing, we don't say take those trades with us. We are showing you. We are just documenting. So the same you guys are also documenting your journey with us. So yeah, ku level up your education with each other. So tusaidiane as a community. So these are on Clubhouse man, these are on Clubhouse. Yeah, we want those payouts. Tunataka maybe those people wenye bado hana information to get reached, those people to get reached, see rich to get reached. So tunataka watu waweze kupata hiyo information. Maybe they are used, maybe wanaona tu huko TikTok flipping accounts, doing this, wanadhani this, yeah, it's easy, but it's not that easy. So it's about mastery, it's about kujijua. So yeah, so you want to maybe have the truth. The truth ni in order to make it in this maybe trading, you'll have to struggle in some ways. You'll have to maybe get better each day and every day, man. So that's it, man. We know here maybe kukuonyesha to levels, maybe that time itafika, but we want to carry with you guys the same people, akina Paul, man, akina Vincent, akina Beatrice, man. We want those family victories, man. Ati someone, even not ati someone posting, tunataka tu posting for nini inspiration, man. As most of you guys wako kwa time to eat, and yet you see people posting kwa Discord, wana post maybe their wins, their payouts, and you say one day I'll post mine, one day nitapost yangu. So we want that in our country. Nataka to influence, not influencing, but inspiration, ama motivate other people, because they can, man. They can see us, maybe tumepatana na Jenga, we have gone for golf. Paul is booking a vacation. Beatrice is going for CG to Bali. CG, we having a meetup CG in London. So something like that, man. We want to be to have that freedom, man. Basically, we are having a purpose, and the purpose is not basically, it's the purpose basically me, when the purpose is me, because right now the purpose is you. The purpose is you. The purpose is you to bettering yourself. Once you better yourself by bettering your skill, you're bettering your life, it trickles down to the other people. So your other people, they just are happy because you're if at all you didn't focus on you, it can't trickle down to them. So we want that for their families, basically. As even for men, I can say for men, even if you don't want maybe you're taking your family for a vacation, you're not really into that vacation, you just want to see them smile. That's the most important thing. Maybe going for a restaurant, maybe you just want to see them, even you're not there. Probably if you're alone, you can't go to that place, huwezi enda kwa hiyo place, but unataka hawa tu, yani we just want this to see their smiles, man. So that's it, man. So I don't know about girls, but women love fun. Women love to have fun. So that's it, man. Tuna chase freedom for our families. So having that strong why, man. We believe in you, kuwa na hiyo strong why, man. Visualize hizo dreams zako, goals zako. Everything is possible, man. So we keep watering, man. So the harvest is plentiful, man. And the 15 closed, dojish. So the 30 nakaaje? Let's see, 7 minutes. So still early, man. So tangoja tu position too safi. We'll just wait for a very, very nice position. The position will just, so on the nothing, man. Tutangoja tu position safi. We're not in a hurry maybe to make that money. So Paul bado uko Nairobi? You're still in Nairobi? Yo, by the way, we dropped a trade recap ya Asia. Tuli drop trade recap ya Asia, maybe maybe tunaweza, you can go through our IG. Unaweza ona hiyo trade recap ya Asia. So it take some time to play out, but eventually it play out. So Paul nakuja huko leo jioni. Niko na some things huko hivyo. Kesho. But the stream bado itakuwa on bado. So nakuja huko jioni by the way. Ningepata sometime maybe tunge have a nice workout, and then maybe huko hivyo juu for a good sauna man, but tutafanya hivyo man. Yeah, so this is the trade Asia, this is the Asian trade, so yeah, something like that tulikuwa tumechora hiyo plan, so yeah, you know where to find us, so unajua tu hapo. So what are we waiting on this? If at all tunaweza funga this candle, tufunge bearish, and then the next candle we want some structure to be formed, so we'll want some kind of bullish closures to close above, something like that, and then bearish closures coming down, so bearish closures coming down huko chini, so yeah, then ndio itakuwa maybe structure, so yeah, we can expect some drives to the downside to the bottom of the range, so something like that, exact the same closure yenye tulikuwa tumechora hapa. So yeah, this is the 4 open. So how did the 4 close? Tumefunga bearish. You have some very very nice clean traffics to the left, so yeah, don't be too hasty kuweka hizi sells, maybe have those sell stops on the rebreak of all those lows. Yeah.
Stop filled.
Thank you Martin. Hizo sells loss yangu nasema we can stay in this position because the 1 hour iko open na iko na top wick, so this that it cannot, maybe si lazima ikuje that bottom top wick because the 1 hour already has, na the 4 tuna rebreak hizo lows, so kwenda break even sahi ni a bit too much aggressive because unaweza kuja hii topic, but for us tuko ndani, maybe manage hizo stops, but for right now yeah, kukua tuna hiyo topic hatuwezi hold sana, but if at all tungekuwa na hiyo topic the better, so we are still in this position because of that 1 hour. That 1 hour is still open, iko na topic yake ndio hii, but the 30 si lazima iko na topic, so wana tumeanza kuja kutap hizo supports, so wacha tuone kama it has whatever it takes man. So for tunajua direction, for iko bearish, wana ni onion tuko bearish, so yeah, can we see a pop man? Break even right now, so W guys man, W position man, so break even as of right now, that's the position man.
Current 15
huko chini,
yeah,
nice man, W position man,
so kufunga partials
nitaenda
hapo current 15,
yeah, so W man, that's the position man, so it was some clean 60 pips man, so yeah, W, yeah, that's it man, that was the position ya Asia, so yeah, niko two position safi, good position, a good breakout, yeah, on the 15 30 salary on our onion, for our onion, yeah, we had drawn it out, so yeah, we plan the trade and trade the plan, so if at all tunaweza funga bullish above, yeah, looking left kuna resistance kweli, so niko mbali, I won't get bothered with them, so we want a bullish closure above a strong closure so as to participate in these buys, so let's see. If at all nothing, then we'll have to wait man, we'll have to wait. Patience man, patience. We really want those to participate in that trade, but yeah, nothing man, so yeah, by the way guys, we are also live on YouTube, so we don't, tuko live hapo, that's the link, maybe show some love, maybe like the stream, spam W kiasi tu hivyo, just like it for nothing much man, so the 8 of you guys man, the maybe the 7 of you, maybe you can get some 7 likes, to appreciate man, to appreciate. We're not looking for too much man, we're not looking for too much, we know in 2 years tutakuwa, we know in 2 years we'll be somewhere, tutakuwa, yeah. That's all we know for sure, man. But yeah, baby steps, man. Baby steps. If at all you're not walking, just crawl, man. Crawl. Don't stay still, man. Yeah, link iko hapo kwa chat, so yeah, just a like, man. Like imetosha tu. So yeah, no closures above. Hakuko na closure above, so right now hatuwezi fanya anything. How did the 15 close? The 15 closed, not the hottest. So yeah, it's a waiting game, man. It's a waiting game. So if I told, maybe tunaweza funga salary play above, maybe some closures, something like this. So yeah, let's say something like this. It's a huge rejection to the downside. So yeah, maybe you can participate in these sales. In these buys, sorry. In these buys, fill that week to the top of the range. So yeah, wacha tuone venye inaweza kuwa, and then yeah, nothing of yet. So it's not yet ready. The buys are not yet ready. The sales are not yet ready. So patience, man. Patience. So, yeah. Patience. Boring, it's boring, man. So lazima ikuwe ina bore. So yeah, maybe tunaweza sikiza Livermore kiasi yeah, maybe tunaweza sikiza and then inaweza refresh na maje. Maybe you can play it. So yeah,
the market is a place where a man's fortune is not made by how often he is right, but by how much he has left after he is wrong. That is why the first and greatest rule in speculation, the rule that sits above all others, is the rule of position sizing. You may search for 1,000 rules about entries, exits, charts, tips, and timing, but you will always come back to this one. A man can be right about the direction of a stock and still lose everything if he has sized his position wrong. He can be wrong about the direction, but if his size is disciplined, he will live to fight another day. And the only fight that matters in this business is survival. If you cannot survive, you cannot profit. And if you cannot profit, then you have no business speculating. I have seen more men ruined not by being wrong, but by being wrong with too much. They wanted to get rich on the first swing. They believed the market owed them something for their cleverness, for their information, for their confidence. But the market owes you nothing. It does not care if you are smart, bold, or certain. It does not care about your debts or your dreams. It only cares about your capital, and it will strip it from you the moment you place it in harm's way without protection. Position sizing is protection. It is not glamorous. It does not make the headlines. Nobody boasts in the bucket shops about how small they bet or how cautious they were. But those who last, those who accumulate, those who become rich, they all whisper the same thing: size is survival, and survival is profit. You may hear a man say, "I knew that stock would go up, but I was shaken out by margin calls." What he really means is, "I was too big for my capital." Another will say, "I was right, but I couldn't hold." That is the voice of a man who put too much on the line. Being right is useless if your size does not allow you to sit still. The market demands patience. But patience is only possible if your position is sized so that the daily jiggles, the sudden drops, the unexpected moves, do not force you out. You cannot be patient if your heart is in your throat every tick. You cannot let your profits run if every downtick feels like ruin. You cannot cut your losses if the size is so large that you refuse to admit the mistake. The whole game comes back to size. Now many beginners think size is about greed. They think, if I double my size, I will double my profits. But what they do not see is that they also double their danger. They double the weight on their nerves. They double the chance that a small mistake will become a fatal one. Speculation is not arithmetic, it is psychology. You may hold 100 shares comfortably, but 1,000 shares may break your back, even if the stock moves the same way. Your brain will not work the same when you are too large. You will not see the market, you will only see your money bleeding. You will not follow your rules, you will follow your fear. A man who is oversized is already beaten, because he will act not as a speculator, but as a gambler. The gambler bets because he must. The speculator bets because the odds are right. The only way to stay a speculator is to size yourself so that you are never forced, never desperate, never over your head. I have always said, it is not the market that beats the man, it is the man that beats himself. And the weapon he uses most often is his own greed expressed through size. How many fortunes have been lost because a man wanted to make a killing instead of a living? How many houses gone? How many wives left? How many men ended up on the street? Not because they lacked brains, but because they lacked the discipline to size their trades. It is not knowledge that saves you. It is not courage. It is not tips. It is size. A small position can be corrected. A small loss can be endured. A small mistake can be forgiven. But when the size is too large, no forgiveness is possible. The market does not forgive and it does not forget. The trouble is, most men cannot stand to think small. They dream of millions, but they do not dream of the slow climb. They want the fortune in a season, not in a lifetime. And so they take a large position, because they believe that if they are right, they will win so much that they will never need to work again. But here is the trap. When you take a position that is too large, you are already wrong, no matter what the stock does. Even if it moves in your favor, you will not be able to manage it with calm. You will take profits too soon because you are afraid of losing. You will not pyramid correctly because you already have too much. You will not be able to act like a general commanding his troops. You will be like a prisoner dragged by them. And sooner or later, that will be the end of you. I learned this lesson the hard way, as all true lessons in the market are learned. I had been right on direction, right on timing, right on the story, and yet I went broke. How? Because I was too big. When the market turned against me for just a short spell, I was forced to liquidate. I did not go broke because I was wrong. I went broke because my size did not allow me to be right. That is the cruel trick the market plays. It is not enough to be correct. You must be correct with the proper size. If your position does not match your capital, your nerve, your plan, then your correctness is worthless. There is a simple way to look at it. Your position should always be small enough that you can sleep at night. If you cannot sleep, your size is too large. If you are staring at the tape all day, unable to look away, your size is too large. If you cannot leave the market alone for fear of what might happen, your size is too large. A man who is properly sized can walk away. He can let the market do its work. He can wait. And waiting is the hardest, but most profitable, part of this game. Another mistake men make is pyramiding too fast. They put on a position it works, and they rush to double and triple it. They think they are building a fortune, but they are building a trap. Pyramiding is only wise when the market pays you to do it. You must let the profits finance the new position, never your original capital. If you add with your winnings, your size grows safely. If you add with your stake, you are gambling, not speculating. It takes iron discipline to add only when the market gives you permission. But that is the only way to pyramid without ruin. Do not think that position sizing is only for the poor or the cautious. Even the richest speculators, even the boldest traders, They all live and die by their size. The great operators were not reckless. They were daring, yes, but their daring was calculated. Their size always controlled. They could take the large lines because they had the large capital. They did not confuse courage with recklessness. They could scale in and scale out because they had mastered the art of putting on size in proportion to their account and their conviction. That is why they lasted. That is why their names are remembered. The bucket shop boys who went for broke, their names are dust. Do not be fooled by the talk of quick killings. A killing can be made, yes, but not by the man who tries to make one on every trade. The man who makes a killing is the man who has survived long enough to be present when the big move comes. And survival, again, is only possible through proper sizing. Every big move that ever made a fortune was first endured by small moves that tested patience. And the man who held through those tests did so because his size allowed him to hold. If he had been too large, he would have been shaken out. The market always shakes. The only question is whether you are strong enough to take it. And strength does not come from muscles or courage. It comes from being small enough to last. There is another danger in size, and that is the temptation to average down. A man who starts small can cut his loss and move on. But a man who starts too large is tempted to throw good money after bad. He cannot admit he is wrong, because admitting it would mean too large a loss. So he buys more. He says he is lowering his average, but he is really raising his risk. And the market, which punishes pride more than anything else, will usually finish him off. A small loss is a bruise. A large one is a bullet. If you keep adding to a losing position because you started too large, you are digging your own grave. Speculation is not about being bold in size. It is about being bold in patience. It is not about betting all, but about waiting for all. The position size is the foundation of your house. If it is weak, the storm will take it. If it is strong, you can build on it. Without it, nothing else matters. I do not care how good your system is, how sharp your analysis, how perfect your timing. If your size is wrong, you are finished. And if your size is right, you can survive even your mistakes. That is the irony of this business. The smaller you bet, the bigger your chances of getting rich. The larger you bet, the quicker your chances of going broke. The beginner thinks the opposite. He thinks the bigger he bets, the sooner he will be rich. But speculation is a profession, not a lottery. A profession requires you to last. It requires you to accumulate slowly. It requires you to respect your capital more than you respect your opinion. And respecting your capital begins and ends with the size of your position. I repeat, because repetition is the mother of truth. Size is everything. Not tips, not timing, not inside dope, not opinions. Size. If you remember nothing else, remember that. Make your positions so small that you can take them, cut them, carry them, add to them, all without strain. Make them so small that you can follow your rules without fear. Make them so small that the market cannot shake you out with its tricks. Make them so small that you can stay in the game long enough to see the real move. The move that makes your fortune. You can only get rich in the market if you first refuse to go broke. That is the law, and it is enforced without mercy. The market is patient. It will wait until you have forgotten this rule. Then it will strike. But if you never forget it, if you always respect your size, then you can stand before the market without fear. And the man who does not fear is the man who profits. The ability to hold your nerve depends not on courage, but on the comfort of your size. Men think nerves are a gift, like strength in the arms or steel in the backbone. But nerves in speculation are not about nature, they are about position. You may be the calmest man in your daily life, unshaken by insult, steady under fire. But if you put too much of your capital into a trade, the market will make a coward of you. It will turn the calmest gentleman into a trembling wreck. It is not the ticker tape that drives men mad, it is their own oversized wagers. When a man is too big for his account, every small move looks like disaster. Every little jiggle looks like catastrophe. Every whisper on the street sounds like a death sentence. He begins to watch every tick. He cannot eat. He cannot sleep. His heart pounds at each fluctuation. And when a man is in that state, he can no longer think, he can no longer plan, he can no longer follow his rules. He has lost his nerve, not because he was born weak, but because he sized his trade too large for his comfort. The market does not ask you to be brave, it asks you to be consistent. You do not need the courage of a soldier charging into battle. You need the discipline of a banker counting money. Discipline is only possible when your size allows you to keep your head. Too many men confuse courage with recklessness. They think taking the largest position they can muster is a sign of strength. They confuse boldness with wisdom. But what really happens is that their size destroys their judgment, and judgment is the only weapon a speculator has. I have seen men take enormous lines, boasting of their courage, only to cut them at the first dip. They did not cut because they were disciplined. They cut because they were terrified. Their size forced them into panic, and panic is never profitable. On the other hand, a man who sizes correctly can watch the same dip without alarm. He knows what his risk is, he knows what his capital is, and he knows the market cannot push him into ruin with a small setback. He can sit calmly, letting the market do its dance, because his position is comfortable. That is what comfort means in this business, the ability to sit. And sitting, more than anything else, is where the profits come from. Most fortunes were not made by quick in and out trading, but by sitting through the big move. The market may go up and down. It may test your patience. It may tempt you to act, but the real money comes to the man who can sit through all that without flinching. And you cannot sit if your size is choking you. Think of the gambler at the roulette wheel who bets half his stake on one spin. He is brave, but he is a fool. If the ball lands against him, he is finished. He is out of the game. What courage is there in that? It is suicide disguised as boldness. The wise gambler bets a size that lets him stay at the table, spin after spin, until the odds turn. He may lose a few rounds, but he is still in the game. The speculator must think the same way. You do not need to risk everything to show courage. You need to risk only what you can afford to lose without losing your reason. The true nerve lies not in the size of the stake, but in the size of the reserve. I have seen speculators in the bucket shops, young and full of fire, who believed courage alone would win the day. They doubled and tripled their size, shouting to the crowd that they would clean out the house. But when the ticker ran against them, they were white as ghosts, begging the clerks for time, selling everything at the worst moment. Their courage had vanished, because courage cannot stand against a position too large for the pocketbook. They went broke not for lack of brains, but for lack of sizing. The market exposed them, as it always does, because the market is the greatest examiner of human nerves, and it always finds the weak spot. The weak spot is not fear, but size. When your size is proper, you will discover that you do not need to be brave at all. You do not need to grit your teeth or steel your heart. You will simply watch, waiting for your plan to work. The little losses will not disturb you. The small fluctuations will not shake you. You will have no temptation to snatch at small profits because you are not desperate. Desperation is the child of oversizing. It makes a man sell too soon, buy too late, change his system, abandon his rules, chase tips. A comfortable size keeps desperation out of your blood. It makes you steady, and steadiness is worth more than any tip or any chart. Many men never understand this truth. They think the secret to nerves is in the man, not in the money. They read stories of great operators who held their lines through panics, and they think those men were born with iron wills. But the secret was never willpower. The secret was always size. Those operators had sized their lines according to their capital. They could hold because they were not drowning. They looked calm because their positions were comfortable, not because they were superhuman. A speculator who sizes correctly can look just as calm, no matter his nature. You can give a nervous man the right size, and he will act like a veteran. You can give a veteran the wrong size, and he will act like a child. Ask yourself this: what is the point of courage if it cannot keep you in the market? What is the use of boldness if it drives you out too soon? The only real courage in speculation is the courage to wait, and waiting is only possible when you have not overburdened yourself. The man who is carrying too much cannot wait. He must act, and usually at the wrong moment. He must snatch at safety, and the market punishes him for it. The market always punishes the man who cannot wait, and the inability to wait always comes back to size. I have said before that the market is never wrong, opinions are. When your size is too large, your opinion becomes your prison. You cannot change it, because changing it would cost too much. So you sit, not out of patience, but out of paralysis. You tell yourself you are holding with nerve, but you are holding with fear. The market sees it and will break you. True holding comes from comfort. It comes from knowing that if the market proves you wrong, you can take the loss and move on. That knowledge makes you calm. That calm is what men mistake for courage. It is easy to say, I will be disciplined. When your size is small, it is impossible to be disciplined when your size is too large. The size controls the man, not the other way around. If you wish to control yourself, control your size. That is the number one rule, the first law of speculation. When your position fits your capital, your nerves will be steady, your judgment will be clear, your patience will be natural. You will not need to force yourself into discipline. Discipline will flow from your comfort. And only then can you truly speculate, because only then can you see the market without the fog of fear. Size is not about greed, it is about control. Control of losses, control of nerves, control of decisions. Too many men step into the market with the wrong idea that the bigger they play, the bigger their chances of striking it rich. They imagine size is the lever that multiplies their fortunes. But the real purpose of size is not to make you rich in a hurry. It is to keep you steady so that you can build wealth over time. If you look at the men who last in speculation, the men who grow their stake year after year, you will see that they are not controlled by their trades. They control their trades, and that control begins with size. The speculator who sizes properly is like a general who never commits his whole army to the first skirmish. He holds reserves. He measures his strength against the enemy. He advances when the odds are in his favor, and he retreats when the tide turns. He does not throw all his men into battle at once, because he knows that a lost battle is not the end of the war, as long as he still has troops in reserve. A trader who puts too much money into a single position has no reserves, and therefore no control. The market turns against him, and he is beaten before he has a chance to regroup. He may think he is bold, but in truth he has handed control over to the market. Control of losses is the first duty of proper sizing. Every man who speculates must understand that losses are part of the game. You cannot avoid them. You cannot wish them away. You cannot prevent them by cleverness or by courage. The only thing you do is make sure they are small enough not to cripple you. And that is entirely a matter of size. A small position that goes wrong is a scratch, a lesson, an inconvenience. A large position that goes wrong is a disaster. It wipes you out or leaves you so wounded that you cannot fight again. If you can cut a loss quickly and without hesitation, it is because the loss is bearable. If you cannot bring yourself to cut it, it is usually because the position is too large. Size determines whether you can obey your rules or betray them. Then there is control of nerves. A man who has control of his nerves can see clearly. He does not chase the tape. He does not listen to rumors. He does not jump in and out in panic. He watches, he waits, he acts when the time is right. But nerves are not a gift of birth. They are a function of comfort, and comfort comes from proper sizing. If your position is well within your means, every tick does not feel like a threat. A 2-point move against you does not shake your confidence, because it is not large enough to do serious damage. But if you are oversized, a 2-point move looks like the end of the world. Your nerves fray, your vision blurs, and you start acting not on reason but on fear. Fear is the enemy of every trader, and it comes into play when the size is too large for the stomach to bear. Control of decisions follows naturally from control of nerves. If you are calm, you can think, you can follow your plan, cut your losses, pyramid your profits, wait for the right moment. If you are in a panic, you cannot think. You break your rules, you snatch at profits, you hold losers, you average down. The decisions that ruin traders are almost always born of fear, and fear is born of poor sizing. A trader who puts on a line that is comfortable for his account can act with detachment. He is not tied up in the outcome of every tick. He can make decisions based on the market, not based on the size of his losses. In other words, he is in control. Greed blinds men to this truth. Greed whispers that more size means more profits, forgetting that more size also means more danger. Greed convinces a man that if he is right, he should bet everything on it. But greed never considers what happens if he is wrong. And in speculation, wrong comes more often than right. The difference between winners and losers is not that winners are never wrong, but that winners keep their wrongs small. Losers let their wrongs become ruinous, and they do so because their greed made them too big. Greed wants the quick fortune, but speculation punishes greed more than anything else. The man who sizes for greed is already half beaten, because he has given up his control. Think of a man sitting at a
Let's
card
finish up,
table.
alafu
He may have the best hand in the room, but if he bets his entire roll on that hand, he has no control left. One unlucky card, one twist of fate, and he is out of the game. The smart card player never pushes everything forward unless he is prepared to leave the table for good. He sizes his bets so that he can withstand a run of bad luck. He knows that one hand does not make a career. The speculator must think the same way. No one trade makes your fortune, but any trade can end it if your size is wrong. Control is more important than victory in a single trade, because control is what lets you live to fight again tomorrow. Now consider pyramiding. The only safe way to build a position is by using the market's profits to pay for your increase. That is control. If you add to your position with money the market has already given you, you are never overexposed. You are playing with winnings, not with your stake. But if you pyramid with your original capital, you are letting greed, not control, dictate your size. You are building a tower on a weak foundation. And when the market shakes, and it always shakes, the tower will collapse on you. Pyramiding is a tool of control when done correctly, and a tool of destruction when done by greed. Another form of control that comes from proper sizing is patience. A small position allows you to wait. You can let the market confirm your view. You can let the move develop. You can hold through the minor reactions. Patience is not a virtue. It is a byproduct of comfort. A man who is too large cannot be patient. He feels every moment as a crisis. He must act, and usually at the wrong moment. Impatience ruins more traders than ignorance ever did, and impatience is nothing more than the voice of discomfort caused by poor sizing. Control also shows itself in independence. When your size is too large, you will find yourself hanging on the words of others. A tip, a rumor, a headline, anything that gives you hope or fear will sway you. You are no longer thinking for yourself. You are letting the crowd think for you. But if your position is comfortable, you can ignore the noise. You can trust your own judgment, because you know that a bad outcome will not destroy you. Independence of mind is a mark of every successful speculator, and independence begins with size that allows you to stay in control. The man who thinks size is about greed is like a horseman who thinks speed is about whipping the animal harder. He may get a burst of motion, but he will not get far before the beast collapses. The horseman who understands control will ride smoothly, steadily, for miles, while the other is left in the dust. In speculation, the man who sizes for control outlasts the man who sizes for greed. Outlasting is everything, because the market always gives opportunities, but only to those who are still in the game. Size is not a weapon to win battles. It is the shield that lets you fight them.
Size is not the sijui nini that, yeah, it's not the sword that fights the battles, but the shield, yeah, that protects you and help you win the battle. So yeah, hope mmesikia, hope you've listened to it. So it's a game changer, man. That video is a really good, nice video. So yeah, nothing as of yet. So yeah, so how is this 1 hour closing? So we closing bullish. So is not the best. So yeah, wana close doji, so we're in this kind of a choppy range. So tuko hapo kwa hiyo range. Wana is not looking the hottest. So 30 minutes is not also looking the hottest. So I think I can call it an early session, man. Naweza call it an early. Amaje? Paul Beatrice. Anyone, man? Paul Beatrice ama Jenga, man. Tell me what to do, man. Ndio for me naona hakuna anything. So anyone, so Paul, Jenga, what do we do, man? Can we call it an early London session to Juana venye imefunga? The one is not looking the hottest, man. So even if this 30 closes above, the one is still open. So maybe we can wait out later on, ama what do we see? What do we know? So what do we do, man? So yeah, Beatrice tufanya nini, man? So for me, I see there's nothing. Maybe let's price chop around this range. Maybe tukuje pre-NY session. Yeah, amaje my guys. Paul. Anyone, man? Jackie, tufanyaje, man? So maybe you can say tungojea that closure. Njoroge, man, tufanye nini, man? So yeah, as for me, I don't see anything, man. Sioni something choppy range, man. So that's a sign, man. Amaje. That's a sign, man. We call it, man. Let's save hizo to profits kiasi for Asia. Yeah, nothing, man. Nothing. So it's been a pleasure, man. So we keep showing up. We call it, man, to save hizo profits, to save hizo bullets. Unaona volume died out of nowhere. So Jackie, man, everyone, Jeroge, thanks for coming in, man. We keep showing up for our dreams and goals. We keep showing up each and every day, man. So yeah, this is what we do. This is what it takes, man. So blessings to you and the families, man. So yeah, tupatane Asia majema, guys. Ndio. Yeah, love you guys. Peace. Let's call it, man. Lockout time, man. Let's lock out. Yep. Yeah. Let's lock out. Peace. Patane nini NY kwa group, man. Love you guys, man. Thanks for joining in, man. Peace.
I need peace.
I need love.
I need everything that's coming from above. Yeah. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I want my dog. Ay, birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' rock forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I will never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I will never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, see the kingdom, why you simping, for real? Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision, then you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different, same book, but the page different. The page different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turning signal on, so they see me coming. They still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this? Hey, my studio is wherever I sit. Hey, I plug in the microphone and then you hear that click. It's a hit. Hey, way it hit them like, whoa, man. Hey, make them do the uh-oh, man. Hey, how you just came up with whoa, man. Flow electric, this is not a slow dance. Not a slow dance. We come together and we pray and hold hands. He give grace, so wherever grace lands. He paid the price, ain't have no escape plan. Yeah, no plan. Yeah, no plan. Actually, his plan was the plan, so he planned it. Ayy, set the bar high, he the code, so I scanned it. Ayy, we saving souls on the campus. Ayy, but this ain't no religion, we ain't following your antics. Ayy, thank you, Lord, I sit like a praying mantis. Enemy just tryna see me sink Titanic. Never out, but I'm outlanded. Even when I'm out, soon as I land. Back to the beach, back to the sand. Is back to the only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above.
Peace. Love you guys, man.